Guys, what's happening? It's that time again, another little car video. I'm going to be a little bit jumpy when I walk around here because I don't have my usual stand, what I do bring. I've been in a proper rush to get here and unfortunately I've left it in the house. The car's getting sold in an hour, so like I say, it's going to be a super rushed round, as much as I can tell you kind of thing. It's a Peugeot 206 GTI. It's a 180 model, so it's not your standard GTI. The way you can tell that is from the spoiler and the engine, the seats, a few bits and bobs, which I'll show you in a second. But I'm just going to do my usual walk round. The colour is Ogden Blue, I think that's how you pronounce it, and it's my favourite. I absolutely love them in this colour. It's got the SP pack on it, which is the grille down here. And if you look in the corner, it says SP, so there you go. And the bonnet vents, if you want to call them bonnet vents, they're like a sort of chromey, so that's how you can tell it's the SP. On the 180 you get these mirrors, and the good thing with these is the fold in. There's a little button on the centre console what you spin round and that'll make them come in. You've got a sort of aluminium steel petrol cap on here. You've got this nice spoiler which contrasts the car. Usual wiper blade on the back, and we've got a couple of badges over there, the Peugeot badge, and down here it says 206 GTI 180. On the back here we've got a twin exhaust. I've just cleaned this the other day because it was rather filthy. It's not the standard one, it's an uprated one this, so it's slightly bigger. When I did get the car, it had the Lexus lights on it, which I didn't like at all, so I've put this totally standard. We've got the standard fog light and the normal lights. To go into the boot, you just reach under here in the middle, pull it up, and we're inside the boot. Now the boot is a decent size for a little car. It's got quite a lot of space. Obviously there isn't anything under here, it's just the floor because the spare tyre is underneath the car. We've got my trustworthy towel that I always bring with us. You've got a little light here which will light this up in the dark. To put these seats forward, obviously you pull this up, but I wouldn't even waste your time because these seats are so big they don't go forward. It's obviously just two seats in the back there. You've got your seatbelt on either side, and then you've got two grab holders under here, one on the left and one on the right. And I'll shut this. On the back here, the windows pop out. It's sort of like an old school kind of thing. If you want to open them, you just go from inside the car and pull them. I won't be able to show you on that side. If I come around this side, I'll be able to show you a little bit better. So I'm going to reach my hand in and do it. I don't know if you can see my hand here. All you do is pull and push and that locks into place. And I'll show you what it looks like. They don't open loads, maybe it's just 3 inches or something like that. And then to shut them, you just put your hand back in, grab it and close. Now these seats, my friend Ian's just been round there and said, holy shit, they're massive. And they really are. They're absolutely huge bucket seats. The Alcantara, and same in the back, you just pull this forward and that'll jump. I don't even think anyone's actually ever sat in the back. I know people have in the front because there's a little bit wear on the seats, but the back, honestly, they look really clean. You've obviously got half leather as well, and there's your two mats down there. You've got a little holder here what you could use to put something in. I wouldn't recommend a drink because it'll fly all over, and you've got little hidey spaces down there. You've got something where you could pack magazines in the back, and then we'll just push that back and it'll lock into place. To move these back and forth, there's a little bar here what you pull and you can go back and forth. If you want to go up and down, you've got this little guy here. Pull it and push the seat back yourself. We've got Alcantara on the door, and the dash is just normal cheapy plastic as you'd expect. I think this was an extra as well, the kind of texture what's on it. It's smooth, but I don't know if, see if I can focus. There, it's that. It's sort of similar to what's on the mirrors. If I go close, you can see there, it's kind of like a carbon fibre effect, but it's not carbon fibre. And the wheels on this car are a 205 4017. They're not the standard ones, these are uprated wheels, and the calipers have been painted red. You've got Toyo proxies on the front, and you can see there on the back, they are also red. If I come around to the driver's side and I open that, I'll be able to show you a little bit more. So there you go, same Alcantara. You've got some where you could, I don't know what you would hide in there, but you could put something in. I've just got my wallet there. Maybe you could put some little coppers down there, but you open your door, shut your door with that, and to open it is that. Same on this side, exactly the same seat. This one's just got a little bit wear, it's just a common fault on them, and you can see there, I could get it fixed, but I'm just leaving it as it is. The pedals are the sort of effect that's on the petrol cap, so whether you like it or not is totally up to you. It's just trying to make it a little bit sportier. And it's a 5-speed manual, and this gets really scratched. You probably can fix it somehow, but I'm not even going to bother. you've got your handbrake there, and this little button is if you're running in the shops and you've got your kids or your dogs in the car, you press that and the alarm won't go off if they move inside the car. I tell you what, I'm going to go and pop the engine, I'm going to go and pop the bonnet. I'm being fast here. You go to this side, with it being French, and underneath here, I don't know if how well you can see, but underneath here, you just pull that, and then to pop the bonnet, where the badge is, it's slightly to the left, so we've got there, and I can't do this two-handed, I'm going to have to stop and come back. Bonnet's up, and as you can see to the left, that's where the latch of the catch is to open it. Just a little look round the engine. We've got there at the back is for your water, for your radiator. There's the engine. And I put the standard air filter on. It did have a cone one, and that's one way you can tell. If it looks like that, it's the 180. If it comes across the intake, it's the normal GTI. Over there in the back, you've got for your brake fluid, your battery, your fuses, and down there is your powered steering fluid. And this one is for your water. I didn't have one of them. I bought one off eBay, £2 bargain. And to put the bonnet up, obviously, you just use that little bar, whatever you call it. I've totally forgot the name of it. Up here, you've got some sound deadening. I don't think it's heat shield, I think it's just sound deadening. So that's everything around the bonnet. So I'm going to shut this and show you the rest of the car. I've put the key in the ignition. As you can see on the fob, we've only got two little buttons, one's to lock and one's to open. And I'm going to turn the key and let you listen to this exhaust. Yeah, it's rather, you know what, it doesn't sound too bad when you hear, but when you're driving along, the drone is just horrible. It's too loud for me. My friend Keelan, he loves it, but he's a bit younger than me. I'll give it a little bit of a rev so you can hear it, but I think it's just too loud. Yeah, it's just too loud for me. Let's say they're taking over, depending on how well the camera's picking it up. It doesn't sound too bad. Now I'm going to jump inside the car and show you the rest of it. Grab that and shut it. So over here we've got a speaker and a tweaker. Unfortunately that one didn't work when I got it, so I fixed it. I took the door card off, really easy. Looking round, I think I did mention that. That's basically just to turn the alarm off inside the car. You've got for your windows to go up and down, and this one is to adjust your mirrors. So if you turn it all the way to the bottom, your mirrors will go in. So I'll turn that. And both sides go in. So there, it's to the bottom. And then if you turn it again, they'll both come out. And then if you want to adjust your left mirror, it's that one. And if you want to adjust your right one, this is like a sort of little joystick. You can go up, down, left and right. Cigarette lighter, handbrake, said the gear stick. Glove box is a lovely Alcantara. Inside you've got a 5 CD multi-changer and a little air freshener there. You do have cup holders, but unfortunately if you drove, they'd spill all over. You've got climate control, but it's not dual, it's just a normal one. And you've got a CD radio, which is a Clarion. Clarion used to be the best of the best when I was younger. You can see there it says capital, but if I turn the radio off, that'll go off. It tells you the time, the temperature. I pressed the wrong button there. Up here, we've got to lock the car and put the hazards on. You can see there you've got your air vents. You've got 4 of them inside the car. That one's hidden behind there. Steering wheel is just a normal leather steering wheel. You've got that one for your indicator and your lights, and over here you've got for your windscreen wipers. You've got one hidden behind here, which is this one. You can adjust tracks and radio stations. You do have automatic headlights and wipers, which are inside here. You've got your mirror. You've got 2 reading lights. You've got one on the left, you've got one on the right, and this one, there you go, is your main one. Over here you've got a mirror, but that one doesn't have anything to hide it. On this side though, it's got a little hidey thing to hide the mirror, so there you can pull that up just so you're not blinded by the sun or anything, probably because you're the driver. You've got grab handles here. You've got 4 of them. You've got them in the back and in the front. On the dials here, if I can focus, you've got your petrol gauge on the left. You've got your revs, your speed and your oil temperature. That one's for your water. You've got here, it's really low miles on this car, being an 05. You've got nearly 64,000. If I put my handbrake on, because it's off at the moment, you'll see the little handbrake thing warning, and that one is just saying that I've got my seatbelt off. That's pretty much everything around the car. If you do buy one of these cars, that beep is just telling us that I've got my door open. If you do buy one of these cars, check the rear arches because they tend to rust. As you can see there, I've got a little bit bubbling. It's not really bad, but it's obviously going to get worse in the future. So you can either haggle this off the price or tell the people. I think I've pretty much covered everything. I don't think there's anything else that I need to do. If you do want any more information or anything, as always, leave us a comment and I'll get straight back to you.